Welcome back to Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. It is time to bring this expedition to a close by teleporting back to Dresden and seeing what awaits us. One of the things that awaits us is this stage play by the Next Door Theater. I'm probably biting off more than I can chew here, but having a narrator definitely improves the quality of these Let's Plays. Now, having me narrate, that might be a different story. However, I feel I should step out of my comfort zone at least once, and I will try to narrate this stage play. That being said, I'm hoping it's either A, already voice acted, in which case I won't narrate it, or B, it's not quite that simple. We don't actually get to it in this episode. Okay, well, let's get to it. Right out of the box. Ah, Commander. Good day to you and all that. I'm Tina from the Next Door Theater. Remember me? So, here's the score. We've finished rehearsing and are ready to stage the world premiere of our play about your exploits. Grandma sent me to invite you. We're ready to get started. So, will you come? Of course I will. Grandma Gretlin's smile shines with pride and happiness. Her new ladle shines equally bright, and she holds it like a scepter. Ladies and gentlemen, the day has come that every participant in the crusade has awaited with bated breath. The day when we, the Next Door Theater, finally present to you our newest production. Theater! Theater! Ember laughs melodiously and claps her hands. Braybor casts a long, thoughtful look at Ember. The elf's joy is reflected on the dwarf's stern face by a slight smile. The massive prop catapult behind Grandma creaks loudly and somewhat ominously in time with her words. At least, you hope it's a prop. Today, we return to the recent past, to one of the first victories won by the Commander. Our show is dedicated to these grandiose, incredible, mind-blowing, exciting, large-scale, grand and legendary events many of you probably witnessed firsthand. As the director and playwright, I feel humbled and honored to... Captivated by her own speech, Grandma brandishes her ladle with wild enthusiasm and accidentally touches, but only lightly, one of the catapult's levers. You hear a theatrically loud whisper from the ranks of the actors. Does anyone remember what we used to load that catapult? I have a better question. What did the projectile hit? I see something that resembles a plume of smoke in the place similar to the one where we left the crates our props are in. I put my cherry pie in the catapult bucket to have a secret snack during the performance, and now it flew away. The last sentence is followed by a loud sob. Stop panicking. The show must go on, even if we are left without our costumes and props. If something does not go according to plan, improvise. Having whispered those instructions quite loudly to her crew, Grandma Gretlin gives a beaming smile to the audience. Nothing more than a few fireworks to celebrate our premiere, and now we shall begin. Huzzah! In the year 4715th, in the area near Dresden, a figure appears in front of the army awaiting her orders. It's their leader, Knight Commander Tamari. My heart burns. Lampkin pauses, moving his lips quietly. Before inspiring her army with a stirring speech, the commander paused, preparing to say the most important words. Unable to recall his lines, Lampkin seems to wilt, and begins to speak at random. Warriors, give up. I am the actor, Lampkin. The commander's speech was certainly inspiring, but she understood it wasn't enough in the face of the upcoming dangers. She needed to describe the goal to the army and give real hope to the soldiers. And so the commander exclaimed. Grandma throws the encouraging glance at Lampkin, and Lampkin throws a pleading glance at you. Like an arrow, we will fly to our goal. We rush to our goal with... Lampkin pauses to prepare the last few words the way others prepare for a race or a fight. Light Seed. Light Seed is an ancient Icelandic battle cry and a spell for good luck. Grandma Gretlin remarks without batting an eye. Then, with her army properly inspired, the commander explained the details of her grand strategic plan. As we all know, the commander planned to launch herself from a catapult and break through the enemy's fortifications from the air. Grandma glances at the catapult, but it doesn't look like it will be able to fire another shot. And this is exactly what happened. However, just as the commander was taking her place in the bucket before launch, the demons set in motion their terrifyingly cunning plan. Grandma takes a long pause, her eyes flashing. They cast an illusion that made everyone think the commander was just standing there, as if she were neither flying through the air nor cutting down hordes of enemies. And now that all of you have witnessed the most spectacular, dramatic, and impressive culmination of our play, let us return to reality for a moment to welcome the person whom we are all gathered here to celebrate, the Commander. After all, this was one of her earliest adventures. Whew, okay, definitely out of my comfort zone, but hopefully it wasn't as bad as it might be. I guess I'll see in editing. Alright. Yes, I had so much fun. Okay, well, hi Socio. Okay, since we're out here, let's go ahead and talk to the storyteller right now. Because he's definitely one... Woljif! Oh no, that's where you usually are. Actually, first, let's check to see if Grandma Gretlin and the crew have left like they just said they have. If I can find out where I am. Here's some Axiomites, some nobles. Where's the prison? I'm so confused. It's like straight ahead from here. There we go. Is this where they're usually hanging out? No, this isn't where they're hanging out. They're usually hanging out over here. Supposedly the Wardstone is back in here. And if that's the case, we're going to have to do something about that. It should not exist. But for now, let's talk to the storyteller. We have at least one Elven Notes turn into him. I thought we had at least one Elven Notes to turn into him. Okay, let's head back to our council. We have 3 rank ups.
Move out.
Captain. Yeah. Withstanding enemy shots sounds like a good idea. I mean, in general, we're just going to channel them to death, but, you know. Wow, is Regil actually suggesting that we have a good attack with our infantry? That's very unlike Regil. Alright, so it looks like we're upgrading our mounted units. Have we directly defeated Koramazda? I don't think we've directly defeated him. You know, there's a Steam achievement associated with that. One I have not yet earned. Alright. What do y'all think? Sela? Regil? Greyboar? Brat on a string? Or is it brat on a string? Oh, brat. Okay. Alright, I think I'm leaning towards Captain Odan. Yes, I like that strategy. I don't care if you think that's vile, Sela. I'm going with Captain Odin, and all three other ones seem reasonable. Let's look at them. Pin tactics. Cavalry gain. Contain the enemy. Psh, seems mostly pointless. Baits, yeah, we've seen an enemy with this. Didn't get to see an effect. Taunt? What's the difference between this and bait? I guess bait is everything in a 3x3 area, whereas taunt is just one target unit. Oh, infantry with bait. Oh, well, I mean, it'd be useful for the monks to have that. And this is cavalry get the taunt ability. Yeah, I'm not sure I want my paladins to be the target. Infantry gain the juicy target. All enemy ranged will be able to attack only this unit in the next round. I like this. Because I think in my primary army, I think the only infantry I have, even though there are spellcasters, are the monks. I like it. Hello, Captain. The wary? No, I'm done with these people. I'm striking back with force. Yes. Well, this is unusual. Well, the queen is significantly older now. You know, on the outside. Okay. I'm definitely leaning towards Regil right now. I think I've already tried stuff like this. This is probably more reasonable. But yeah, I agree with Regil. So number 1 is Regil, number 2 is Captain Hardiman, number 3 is Sela, number 4 is Dayran. So Dayran. Generals, bloodthirsty officers. Okay. Sela. Aww. Captain. Ooh, I'll do this my way. I didn't even look that there's this. No, I'm still going with Rachel, but I will make this my number 2 choice and this my number 3 choice. Alright, what was I looking at now? I think I already looked at this one. Alright, this is number 3. Oh, okay. Number 2. That's something. Alright. What did I sign myself up for? Decimation. Okay. You hear that, Queen? She's blaming you. Okay. Yeah. Period. That's what we're gonna do. I don't even need to check any of this. I don't even need to hear our opinions. Well, let's look at what I'm passing up, though. Anything other than number 5 is definitely against the Aeon way. Trade logistics for finance. Trade logistics for materials. Yeah. Combat morale. Well, I hope we reconvene again shortly, because that means we have another rank up. And logistics is kind of... Aha! Leadership will be ready again. Military has 1 more to do. It'll be a while. Logistics has 2 more to do. We need to capture more forts and build more buildings. We have an outpost bastion expansion, but we're doing other stuff. Of course, doing that would allow us to build more buildings. I think that's it as far as expansions go, though. At least for now. Okay, well... I will pause at this point in time while I take care of preparing for our next expedition. Part of this preparation will be taking another full tour of Dresden. If anything very unusual happens, I will include that, such as, perhaps finding this wardstone and doing something about it. I'll also even go all the way down to the Midnight Fane, see if there's anything with Xanthir. But I'm expecting I'm just going to be cutting to the world map with my plans for the next expedition ready. Alright, I will see you then. Might as well include this little clip. Looks like the next Wilcer story part is coming to fruition. Oh yeah, that's part of the war. I mean, it seems a little undisciplined, but I think we can do it. Well, they want vengeance? Hmm. Go ahead. Uh-oh. I'm suddenly regretting that. Okay, I'll take care of shopping later, but let's check out this quest. Insignificant losses. What section are you in? You appear to be in a crusade quest. I wonder if that's going to be a crusade management thing. Let's go check that real quick. What's the quickest? Probably this is the quickest way to crusade management. Maybe not. Nothing yet, but a lot of times you will get the actual decree or event or whatever the next day. So that'd be something to look forward to. Okay, back to pausing, and I will sign out eventually. Decision made. The next expedition will try to focus on companion quests. Looks like we'll be able to reach this area by coming down here. We'll need to knock out this demon fort, but we have Sealess quest here at Gravestone Rock. We have Daran's quest at Trap for the Other. Depending on how the map works out and what happens at the Trap for the Other, we might end up trying to catch some of this in the same expedition. But that's really only if there's an easy path from up here to up here. One thing we're not going to do down here is Ineluctable Prison. I'm not going to go into there with Daran rather than Sozium. Alright, plan is set. Thanks for joining me. This is ForkOfSpite, signing out. Sayonara.